Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've done a commentary video, and I believe this is my first one for Gran Turismo 7. So we're here, round 2 of the Test Season 2 Nations Cup, and I'm driving the McLaren 650S against a field of mostly Volkswagens. As we come into turn 1, Tez has a dive from Siberia there. We actually had a really good start. We are up into 5th place as we're about to go side by side with Tez through this third corner. Tez gets a little bit on the curb there on the inside, has a snap of oversteer and has to back out of it. So we are now into 4th place after having started 7th. And you can see that the blue pug of death from ICU See Me Racing behind has gone for a huge dive into turn 4 and has kind of taken half the field out along with him. So we are just absolutely having an amazing start here. We're right on the back of the top three very quick drivers. We're up in the slipstream, but as we come around into the fast left kink here in the dirty air for the first time, and we just understeer straight into the wall. So we're gonna get across to the left side of the track. We're not trying to block ICU See Me there, just trying to get out of the way so that he can keep the racing line. And then we see TX3 GTR. He brakes too late and goes deep into the last corner, so we're able to sneak back past him, and now we are in the slipstream of the RCZ ahead, but we have GTR behind us, so this is going to be very difficult because we know that ICU Me, he's not the cleanest driver. He's probably going to defend the inside line here quite severely, so we're stuck over on the outside. GTR goes for the inside, and then he, just as if I am not even there, moves across and kind of hits my car, and so he is up the inside, goes into the back of ICU Me Racing, and we are stuck on the outside, and now we just have the whole field of cars coming through. We are dropping back. Just a lap ago we were up in 4th place, and now we are down to 8th place. We have Sidog behind us in the Nissan GTR, so just an absolute disaster of a last 90 seconds of racing as we come through turns 4 and 5 here behind now Dexman and Tezza, who has managed to recover from ICU See Me's dive bomb on lap 1. So we just go a little bit into the back of Dexman there, but no foul done. And we'll speed things up here as we come around towards the end of the lap. And you're going to see here that Sidog is gaining on us quite quickly. And as we come into the last corner, he is thinking about having a look, and I'm concentrating on him, and I end up running deep myself and going up the inside of Dexman. So I feel a little bit bad about that move, and I'm thinking, how can I redress this without letting Sidog through as well? But the Volkswagen GTI is so quick in a straight line, so what we're going to do is we're just going to run here, and we're not going to defend the inside so that Dexman can get back through, because I feel bad about that late lunge at the last corner. But then we're quickly going to duck over to the inside, but once again, just my eyes are on Sidog more than on Dexman, and I end up running deep into the corner again, but this time Dexman is going to get the cut back on me, and we're going to be running now here side by side on lap 3. It's 650S versus the Golf GTI. We should have the advantage here because the McLaren is very good at cornering, so we're going to try and hang it around the outside, and we have then the inside corner for turn 5, but now we're going to be running side by side all the way up to turn 6, and he's going to have the inside line for turn 6, so we're just going to have to back out of it, and we go up to the inside now to defend against Sidog again. We don't want to let Sidog through, and yeah, we've managed to hold on to 7th position at least, and we are right in this pack with Dexman, Sidog, myself, and Rebecca in there in 9th place. So I've got 2 red cars behind me, and Dexman in the GTI ahead of me. And so we're going to kind of defend the inside there, but Sidog is going to go for the move anyway, and we're kind of pinched in between Sidog and Dexman, not really anywhere to go, and so Sidog manages to sneak through there. So we're going to skip up ahead now to lap 4, and you can see that ICU See Me Racing is there again. He's in 11th place. He's a back marker. He's going to get shown the blue flags here, but lap traffic isn't ghosted in GT7. And so as Dexman goes to go past, ICU See Me has a little bit of a swipe at him, and then he moves across to block me, and as I get out of the way and I'm braking and turning, I end up running into the back of Dexman, and they get a huge snap of oversteer there on the exit. And so Dexman and Sidog, they are going to drive off into the distance, and now Beck is going to have a great run, and it looks like she has considers to give me the bump draft for a second, but decides to go through. I actually don't blame her for that. Her car is much quicker in the straight line than me, so it's better off me following her. And so as we come into this hairpin, it looks like Sidog and Dexman go a little bit deep. They get a bad exit, and so now it's going to be a group of 4 of us, and just, I guess, the positions have all been shaken up. And as we come around the fast kink there, Dexman is going to run wide, and it looks like he backs out of it quite a lot. And so both Rebecca and I managed to get past. So back up into 8th. I'm going to skip ahead now to the end of the 5th lap. That was a quiet lap, and you can see that we did a lap time that was 1.7 seconds quicker than any of our previous laps. Just how messy those opening laps were. As the carnage continues, Sidog gets on the throttle too early there in the GTR, exiting turn 2, and manages to lose the rear end. So we pick up a position. We have a little look up the inside there against Beck. Not a serious move, just trying to kind of frighten her into a mistake, I guess. And so I think we're going to speed things along up here, and then as we come to start the 3rd sector of the lap, Rebecca actually just pulls over to the side and lets me through. But unfortunately, in doing this means that now Dexman is going to be back in our slipstream after we had lost him for a little bit. And so as we come down the main straight, look how fast we're going, 259 kilometers per hour, and then Beck gives us an unholy bump draft. We go up to 277. Absolutely struggled to get the car stopped. We just about manage it in time. Had to go down to 1st gear there just to pull up in time. So just crazy the top line speed that Volkswagen GTI has. And so now Beck is going to try and go up the inside of turn 4 here, but we hang it around the outside, keep it tight for turn 5, and get a fairly decent exit there. So skipping up ahead now to lap 8, it's been a little bit of a restful period in this race finally, and you can see that Beck is fallen behind Dexman, but now she is going to either miss her braking point or just go for a very late move, but she manages to pull it up on the apex, so well done to Beck there. A little bit of a snap of oversteer on the exit, and so that allows us to just pull away. We've got a little bit of breathing room there now on this 8th lap. But we do run wide there at the kink. However, we actually nail this last hairpin and get quite a decent exit. So the dirty tires effect in GT7 isn't quite as bad. So we'll speed things up, and you can see here as we come up to turn 4, we're just going to get a massive snap of oversteer there twice. We have to correct it, and that has now taken our breathing room away. You see in the rear view mirror there, Rebecca is right back up on us. And so these last 2 laps now, we are going to be having to defend against very, very quick cars in a straight line. And now you see that Beck, she comes from very far back again. We see her coming. We have to give her space there on the exit, and we just managed to stay ahead as we come up the hill here towards the kink. And so we're going to make sure that we get the car nicely on the apex, drop it down to 3rd gear even, so we get a very good pull away, and then down into this last corner. And unfortunately, we run a little bit deep there, so we don't get the best exit. And now this is going to make us vulnerable as we come down the home straight for the penultimate time. And we're going to be watching our mirrors as Rebecca in the Volkswagen GTI with its 20 km/h advantage in the slipstream is coming up behind us. And so we're going to defend the inside line, and she pulls out to the right. She's going to go down the outside, but we're very late on the brakes here. And although we missed the apex, we do manage to get actually quite a decent exit there. So Rebecca isn't able to cut back on us. As we see Adam there, he's spun, so he was leading the race earlier, and now we have inherited 5th place from Adam after a couple of mistakes from him. So we're going to defend the inside line for turn 4 there, keep it nice and tight, turn 5, and now the run down to turn 6, we run a little bit wide there, a little bit of grass on the tires, so we need to be careful here. We're going to move across to take the racing line, drop it down into 2nd gear. We get a little bit of a snap of oversteer there. So once again, we weren't able to use the advantage of the McLaren through the corners to pull up enough of a cushion against this GTI. And so look at how fast she's getting. She's already going past us as we come up the hill down to the hairpin in the middle of the track, and she's already past us, but we're going to get once again late on the brakes, and we go deep into the corner, but we square it off nicely. She's not able to get the cut back, and so now we just have a couple of more corners to survive. So we come around through this tricky right-hander, get it on the brakes. Once again, we're going to drop down to third. We turn in a little bit too early, and so we don't get the best of run out of there, so we're going to have to defend the inside corner here. And you see that Dexman, he is coming up behind Rebecca, and he actually goes into the back of her, gives her a little bit of a bump, and so that is now going to pretty much secure 5th place for us. We're going to stay to the right side of the track just to give Rebecca the slipstream because we want her to pick up 6th. She's been a good sport, and as we get round the final corner, we are going to take the checkered flag, and it's 5th place in top split for the McLaren 650S. So, wow, what an intense fucking race. My god. So if you enjoyed that, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and we will see you again another time. Bye for now.